The internet was blown away with Nike's recent 40-second Caitlin Clark commercial. Her shoes broke the sales record in just 1 minute after the advertisements were released. Yes, only 60 seconds. An army of critics went crazy almost immediately. It was more than just a marketing ploy for Nike to finally include Caitlin Clark in a solo campaign. A coronation took place. Many people are incensed that they formally crowned a new queen of women's sports. The response has been harsh and has come from resentful veterans and opposing fan bases.
Here's the reality, though.
It gets evident the louder they get. Nobody is noticing a slowdown in Caitlin's ascent. Now, the true question is, how far will her detractors try to prevent something that is obviously beyond their control? Let's take a moment to look back before we get into the fury. What specifically did Nike display that made the internet go crazy? Caitlin Clark is shown putting on her trainers at the beginning of the commercial. Calm, concentrated, and totally absorbed. The camera focuses on her eyes while she tightens the laces. They light yellow and flash for a brief moment. An eye-catching homage to Kobe Bryant's famous Black Mamba character, signifying that Clark is prepared to continue the tradition. Fans have already witnessed Caitlin Clark wearing the shoes during her collegiate games prior to the official debut. Most folks thought they were just her favorite pair at the time. However, many were unaware that she referred to them as her magic shoes. They were going to be unique to the entire globe, not just to her, as everyone now has the opportunity to
crazy and electrical dive for Caitlin Clark.
Online trolls and critics had a lot to say about the shoes and the promo. Nike's plan to combine Caitlin's legacy with Kobe Bryant's wasn't well received by many.
The shoes? Yeah, I packed 3 pairs. I didn't know which ones I was going to go with. All had a little bit of yellow in them. But these are my Bruce Lee Kobe's that I've worn literally every big game of my career at Iowa. So I was like, I have to break them out. So I didn't pick any of my PEs today. You could probably get these or find them, probably buy them on the secondary market, but they're kind of hard to come by. But I mean, there was no other option. I had to choose these, and yeah, they're kind of like my magic shoes, honestly.
Everything was said in that clip. His voice was irritated over more than just the advertisement. Its message was the main focus. He didn't see Nike's decision to pair Kobe Bryant and Caitlin Clark as a tribute. It served as a crutch. He didn't think she could market sneakers without Kobe's name on them. He believed that the Black Mamba effect was driving sales. Here's the twist, though. In less than a minute, those sneakers were sold out. Perhaps the true question isn't whether Caitlin needed Kobe, but rather why it's so difficult for people to acknowledge that she didn't. His feeble argument draws attention to the issue that women's sports have long had: rare signature deals, little funding, and low viewership. He believed that a female rookie couldn't accomplish that feat on her own. He thought that all was done by the Kobe tie-in. Just Kobe, not her skill, not her fame, nor her millions of admirers. And it's precisely this mentality that makes occasions like these so significant.
I was having a argument, or I would say a friendly debate with a friend of mine about this, and he said that, because Caitlin hasn't, because she's fairly new in the WNBA. I know this is the second year, but she hasn't proven that she could sell shoes, so the collaboration is a smart move by Nike, because you add a big thing like Kobe Bryant to it, it's gonna sell.
When all 13,000 pairs sold out in less than a minute, Caitlin Clark made him regret what he had said. The retail price of $190 soon vanished as resale markets sprung up, with prices skyrocketing to between $350 and $600. With some pairs reaching $800, StockX's average resale value was $360. This is where things start to get interesting, though. Fans questioned why Nike didn't take action sooner, while critics continued to cast doubt on her. Caitlyn established herself as the real deal in the WNBA from the very beginning. However, Nike paused, battling internal issues. They had been pushing Wilson, the Las Vegas ASA star, with a $20 million yearly contract and a dazzling underdog campaign before to signing Caitlyn. However, Caitlyn's inherent abilities cannot be replicated. Nike worked hard to encourage her, but Caitlyn had already built an irresistible momentum of her own. Without any assistance from corporations, she created an economic effect of $82 million for Iowa City when she was a college student. A basket was all Clark ever needed.
For some of you guys, you had an absolute movie today on Nike Sneakers app. But let's be real, a majority of us saw this screen today from the Caitlyn Clark Kobe drop. Like all the sneaker blogs have been tweeting all weekend.
And a lot of the animosity from the previous season was stoked by that. It was an attempt by Wilson and her team to portray themselves as being overshadowed by a newbie. Even more, she charged Caitlyn Clark with,
Nike finally delivered Caitlyn Clark PE. Is this the first Caitlyn Clark exclusive Nike commercial since she's entered the WNBA? I know she's made a cameo here, she's made a cameo there, she was featured as part of this rollout here, featured as part of this rollout there, but is this our first official Caitlyn Clark solo commercial?
Her $20 million Nike agreement and her A1 signature shoes were the major things that had kept you in the spotlight, but when Caitlyn signed her $28 million rookie deal and launched shoes that sent the ISQ to the clearance rack, the focus quickly faded. The Caitlyn Clark effect is more than just a slogan. It is unmistakable, substantial, and real. Her presence on the floor increased WNBA viewership to levels not seen in almost 25 years. While games without her drew only 414,000 views, a 163% increase, Indiana Fever games averaged 1.09 million viewers. It didn't end there, either. Her presence increased league-wide attendance by 105%, accounting for 33.5% of all WNBA attendance.
It's not really about me. It's about if she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point, and also like she's good at that. Like she understands her privilege and her top it reminds me a lot of you.
She is the needle, not just the one moving it based on her 41 appearances. Caitlyn Clark was breaking down barriers even before she became a professional. 18.9 million people watched her final college game in the 2024 NCAA Women's Championship.
I've said this again and again. Caitlyn Clark is must-see TV. Caitlyn Clark already is having Michael Jordan effect on the WNBA. The same effect Michael Jordan had in his first couple of years in the NBA.
More than the men's final by more than 4 million. She was doing more than just drawing notice. In women's sports, she was redefining the possibilities. The weirdest part is that the hype around this Kobe version is only getting started. Later this year, Caitlyn Clark's official signature sneaker is still scheduled to be released. When that occurs, just think of the tantrum her detractors will experience. There have only ever been 12 women in WNBA history to receive a signature shoe. That reality speaks for itself. Despite just being in her second season, Caitlyn has already earned her place in the annals of legends. That deal for $28 million, previously viewed as a risk, it now appears to be a good deal. It's sending a strong message to competitors like Adidas and Reebok, who signed Angel Reed. Female athletes are refusing to accept anything less. They are requesting what is rightfully theirs. Brands now view women's sports as a wise, high-value investment because of Caitlyn. She is a movement rather than merely a player. Caitlyn Clark is creating a future for herself.
An unstoppable force last season against Iowa, but was coming off the bench. Clark, oh my, from the future!
Where large sponsorships, enormous media deals, and growing pay are the standard. Beyond being a basketball star, she is more. The game is being reshaped by her influence. Nike initially froze. They were unsure of how to respond. They weren't silent because they didn't think she was valuable.
It looks to me like maybe 20% of the attention she gets is for her ratings and what she's doing for the league. And then the other 80% is people, either criticizing her or coming after her, or the things with the refs, or we need to protect her. She needs a bodyguard, like all these peripheral things.
Their fear was the reason. However, something changed in the end. Nike returned to what they do best, which is winning markets, after giving up on trying to counter a cultural argument that they couldn't. Despite heated online discussions, the data revealed the reality. Web traffic, jersey demand, TV ratings, and ticket sales all pointed in the same way. Caitlin Clark was not only well-liked, but also in control. The evidence was too strong to be disregarded. One significant instance. Ratings for the WNBA have significantly decreased since Caitlin Clark's injury. Rewrite 11. Nike therefore made their decision. They supported the one player who was already revolutionizing the sport and gave up trying to win over unsatisfied critics. Caitlin Clark never desired attention. It located her. She didn't flinch when it did. She continued to perform despite doubts about her readiness, packing arenas, setting records, and now selling out shoes in a matter of seconds. At last, Nike took the right action from the beginning. Put your money on the one athlete who doesn't merely change culture. She now defines it. Her example is being followed by the entire industry. There is no denying the numbers. There is no stopping the hype. The game is no longer the same. One thing is definite, whether you support her or have doubts about her. Caitlin Clark is doing more than simply altering the rules. The game revolves around her.